Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when they're on a mission while you're giving birth. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The contraction started at 3 a.m. You laid in bed, one hand on your swollen belly, the other reaching for the space beside you. Empty. Both sides were empty. Bakugou and Kirishima had left 2 days ago for what was supposed to be a routine mission. High priority, they'd said. Essential, they'd promised. They'd be back before the due date. Your due date was still a week away. Another contraction rippled through you, stronger this time, and you gasped, clutching the sheets. You reached for your phone with trembling fingers and pulled up the group chat. It's happening. Contractions are getting closer. You stared at the screen. The message sat there, delivered but unread. You knew they were probably in the thick of it, wherever they were. Whatever they were doing, they'd had to see it eventually. They had to. By 5 a.m., you called a cab to the hospital yourself. The fluorescent lights of the labor and delivery ward were too bright, too sterile. A nurse with kind eyes helped you into gown, asking you questions that you could barely focus on answering between contractions. Is someone going to be with you? She asked gently. They're heroes. He managed. They're on a mission. They'll be here. She nodded, but something in her expression made your chest tight. You sent another message. Please, I need you here. Unread. You tried calling them, straight to voicemail, both of them. The contractions intensified. Hours blurred together. Pain. Breathing exercises that you had to remember yourself. Encouraging words from nurses whose names you couldn't retain. You kept checking your phone between everything, hoping to see either of their name, hoping to hear Kirishima's reassuring voice, or even Bakugou's grave concern. And nothing happened. You're doing great, honey, a nurse said, squeezing your hand during a brutal contraction. She was a stranger, but somehow, she was all you had. Somewhere across the city, Bakugou wiped blood from his gauntlet and surveyed the wreckage. The mission had gone sideways. What was supposed to be a simple villain apprehension had turned into a full-scale battle when backup arrived for the target. That's the last of them, Kirishima said, his hardening finally fading from his skin. He looked exhausted. Bakugou's phone had been destroyed 3 hours into the fight. Kirishima's had died sometime after that. They'd been completely in the zone, operating on instinct and trust in each other. Let's wrap this up and get home, Kirishima said, rolling his shoulders. I missed them so much. Yeah, Bakugou muttered. Something felt off in his chest, an uneasiness he couldn't name. Let's go. The doctor's voice cut through your haze. We need to push now. You were so tired. Everything hurt. You wanted Kirishima's hand to hold, wanted to hear Bakugou yelling at you, that you were strong, that you could do this. Instead, you were alone, and something was wrong. You could see it in the doctor's eyes, hear it in the urgent way the nurses moved around you. The baby's heart rate is dropping. Everything became chaos after that. Kirishima borrowed a phone from another hero at the scene. He had your number memorized. Both of them did. It rang and went to voicemail. That's weird, he said, frowning. They always answer. Bakugou felt that uneasiness intensifying to dread. Call again. 3 more calls. Nothing. Then Bakugou's hero phone, the official one, rang. Unknown number. He almost didn't answer. This is dynamite. Mr. Bakugou? This is General Hospital. You're listed as an emergency contact for... His blood ran cold. They ran. Kirishima had never seen Bakugou move so fast. Quark propelling him forward through the air as Kirishima sprinted below, hardening his body to push through exhaustion and crash through obstacles. Other heroes shouted after them, but they didn't stop. The hospital's automatic doors barely opened in time before Bakugou was through them. Where? He started, and the receptionist's face went pale. 4th floor, room 427. But they were already moving. The hallway was too long. Kirishima's heart hammered against his ribs. This couldn't be happening. You were fine. You were supposed to be home, safe, with another week to go. A doctor stepped out of the room. Are you the fathers? She said quietly. Where are they? Where's... I'm so sorry. The doctor said. We did everything we could. There were complications during delivery. We managed to save the baby, a healthy girl. But everything was too severe. They didn't make it. The world tilted. Kirishima felt his knees give out. His hardening activating involuntarily, as his body tried to protect him from a blow no quirk could ever defend against. Bakugou made a sound, something raw and broken, that didn't sound like it came from a human throat. No, we were on our way. Would you like to meet your daughter? The doctor said gently. And would you like to see them? To say goodbye? The room was too quiet. You laid there, peaceful in a way that makes it somehow worse. Like you were sleeping. Like you might wake up any moment and smile at them and complain about how worried you'd been. Kirishima approached, his hand shaking as he touched your still warm cheek. I'm sorry. We should have been here. I'm really sorry, Wyon. Bakugou stood frozen in the doorway, staring. This wasn't real. It couldn't be. The last time he saw you, that morning 2 days ago, you'd kissed him goodbye, told him to be safe. You'd hugged Kirishima and made him promise to keep Bakugou from doing anything too reckless. You couldn't be gone. A soft cry came from the bassinet beside the bed. Small, newborn, angry at the world. Their daughter, your daughter. Look at her, Bakugou. Bakugou finally moved, crossing the room like he was walking through water. He looked at the baby, and then he saw your phone sitting on the bedside table. 47 missed calls from them, dozens of unread messages. The last one you'd sent, timestamped 6 hours ago. I love you both. I'm scared. Please come home. The phone cracked in his grip. We weren't here. We weren't freaking here. We didn't know, Kirishima stated. We should have known. Bakugou exploded, and the baby startled in Kirishima's arms, crying harder. The sound broke something in the both of them. Kirishima sank into the chair beside your bed, bouncing the baby gently. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. He kept saying, to the baby, to you, to the universe. I'm so sorry. Bakugou stood there, fist clenched, staring at you, at the person they loved more than anything, who'd been alone when they needed them most, who'd called for them and gotten only silence. He'd won the mission. They'd saved people. They'd done their duty as heroes. And lost everything that mattered. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.